Welcome. Today we're going to talk about mean, median, mode, and range. These are some more ways of doing data analysis. And these are ones that you may already be familiar with, kind of a review. So here's some data that we're going to use in all our examples today. So please write this data down. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 8, and 12. Let's begin with the mean. The mean is the average that you've come to know. It's the sum of the data values divided by the number of data items. Okay, so in this case, with our data, first we want to add them up, and then how many numbers are there? I count 7 of them, so we're going to add these up and divide by 7. That's how you would find the mean. So adding these up, I count 42, and 42 divided by 7 equals 6. So the mean, or the average, equals 6. Next is median. The median is very easy to define. It's the middle number. And again, this is Cornell style notes. You want to highlight the word median and write a question to which this is the answer. It is the middle number. Now, the first thing you need to do to find the median is put the data in order from smallest to largest. And if there's an odd number of data items, there will be 1 in the middle. If there's an even number of data items, you take the mean of the 2 that are in the middle. So we'll look at a couple examples of median. First, in our original example, we have 7 numbers, so there's 1 number in the middle. 5 would be the median. Median, you may be familiar with this word from the freeway. The median is the strip of grass that's in the middle of a big road, right? The median is the middle. But to find it, you have to have the numbers in order for it to be the middle number. Otherwise, you're getting some random number, right? So let's take a look at another example. This time, I see 6 data items. So now we want to find the median. Well, since there's 2 numbers in the middle, we need to find what's the average of 4 and 5. Now, you may just know the answer to this, or you may need to add them together and divide by 2, because that's how you find the mean. So 4 plus 5 is 9, and 9 divided by 2 is 4.5. Or you may have just known that halfway between 4 and 5 is 4.5, right? So 2 ways to find it, by knowing or by taking the average. So finally, the mode is the data item that occurs the most often. So mode equals most. There can be one mode, there can be more than one mode, or there can be no mode at all. If all of the items occur the same number of times, then there's no mode. There's nothing that's the most if they're all equal. In our original example, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 8, 12, you heard it, 8, 8, right? So that's the mode. So there's only one mode, and it's 8. Now find the mode. In this case, there's 2 modes. 3 and 8 are both repeaters, and they occur the most often. Now find the mode. If you said there's no mode, you're correct, because they all occur the same number of times. There's 2 2s, 2 3s, etc. So there's no mode at all. The range is the difference, and when we say difference, we mean subtract, between the greatest and the least values in the set. Again, it helps to have the data in order so that you can quickly see what's the greatest and what's the least. So here the greatest is 12, the least is 2, therefore the range equals 10. An outlier is a data value that is much higher or lower than the other data values. Here's a list of ages of people at a volleyball game. And one of these values is an outlier. And yeah, you probably see it. The outlier is 48. That's probably the coach, right? The rest of the team is all there, 12, 13, 13, 12, 14, 12. But the outlier is 48. It's much different than the rest of the data values. If we wanted to know the average age of the players, we'd probably not include the outlier. Here's a set of data for you to try on your own. I'd like you to find the mean, the median, the mode, and the range. Okay, the mean, we're going to add up the data values and divide. This time we're going to divide by 6 because there are 6 pieces of data. We get 18.5. In order to find the median, we first need to put the data in order from smallest to largest. Then we can find the median. There's 2 data items in the middle, but since they're the same, we don't need to find the average of them. The average of 14 and 14 is 14. Well, I did, so I was silly. The mode is the data item that occurs the most, which again, in this instance, is 14. And the range is the largest subtracting the smallest. In other words, the difference between them. And it's going to be 29.